Hey, this is Zero at PG Zone HD. I am here with my good friend Disco the Cat. Meow. And today we're going to be opening up 6 of the brand new Kidrobot Outsiders blind boxes, along with a giant Play-Doh Kidrobot surprise egg. Now we're going to start the video off by taking a look at one of these blind boxes first. And before I rip the box open, here's a closer look at the front. These are all the different characters that you can collect in this set. And here's a look at the bottom. So these released, I believe, at the very end of last year. And if you want to find these, you can find them on the Kidrobot.com website, as you can see right there. Here's a look at some of the different odds. There is a chaser right there, Moonbeam. What a cool name for a character. The alligator right there looks really cool. The rabbit, I think he's a rabbit with the crutches. He's probably one of the 2 that I really want to see. The other one that I want to see is Allie, the pirate cat with the little eye patch. I bet Disco would like to see that one too. But let's go ahead and get our first blind box opened up. And I'll have to tell you guys, if any of you watched my videos on DCTC, you saw how many of the Joe Ledbetter figures that I opened on that channel, and they are some of my favorite figures that I've ever opened. So here's a look at our first one. It looks like we got the sheep, and it looks like, I'm trying to see, he's a little dirty on the side there. Not actually like he's supposed to be dirty. There's a little bit of grit right there, and he's got a little toxic symbol right there. And you can't pose these, I don't believe. Yeah, you cannot move them. They're a little bendy though. You can actually bend these. These are really well made figures. And he's got like this little, he's got a paper clip for an earring. Check that out. And it looks like there's actually 2 of these figures that are kind of similar. You have Ba right here, that's a 1 in 24. And then you have this one who's a 2 in 24. So this one's a little bit easier to collect than the Ba. And his name is Gripe. I don't think, yeah, there's no stories that come with this one. I don't believe. He does have a card though. And here's a look at Gripe's card. And it says right below Gripe, the black sheep. And here's a look at the other side. So no stories with these, but still a very, very awesome figure. Let's go ahead and open up another one. And we're going to open 3 blind boxes before we get to our Play-Doh egg there in the back, which is the giant Kidrobot logo, if you haven't already realized what the egg was supposed to be. And we got Ba. So we got 2 sheeps in a row. Nice. So here's a look. Wow, he's so colorful. His little earring there, the paper clip, it is glowing. Wow, that is just so bright. It's like a neon pink. That is awesome. And then, you know, even his fur, what's supposed to be his little wool, is just, I mean, it is so bright. Wow, and it's got a little happy face right there. So this one's got a little toxic symbol. This one has a happy face. That's kind of funny, but here's a look at the 2 sheeps. That's kind of funny that we got 2 of those in a row. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and open our next one before we get to our egg. And for this one, we got, what do we get? We got, oh wow, so we got the skating bunny. So this, oh excuse me, it's a skateboarding bunny. He's actually, for a second there, I thought he had just little rollerblades, but he's got a whole skateboard down there. And this one's name is Nolly, the skate rat. Okay, so it's not a bunny, it's a rat. So, a little bit off on that one, but there's a look at our rat, and I should have guessed that. I didn't, you know, I was looking at his base, and I thought it was a base, but it's actually his tail. So his tail goes down there, and that's how he stands up. So that is really cool. So excited about this set. These figures, they're so awesome, and they remind me so much of the other ones that Joe Ledbetter has done. So these are some of the older figures. This is the shark. And here's a look at the giant snail that was also in the background. So these are some of the older figures. Now, let's go ahead and move everything out of the way and knock our top hat kitty down. Let's go ahead and take him down. And here's a look at our egg. So this one was really well done. Let's go ahead and take the Play-Doh off the sides first. Then we're going to take his giant hat, or his hair, excuse me. So this was on the top there. That's a lot of Play-Doh. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and get all this. You know what? Before I peel everything off, let me get his eyeballs off too before I go taking the rest of it off, because it's going to make such a mess if I don't. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead and see what we have inside of our egg. So we have all sorts of Kidrobot goodness in here. So first up, we have the Zoomies blind box. We have the Marty Vale Dunny series. And then we have some blind bags. But let's go ahead and open this first, and then I'll get the table a little cleared off here. So for our first Play-Doh surprise egg, wow, look at this guy. So, you know, I had a comment, I want to say it was yesterday or the day before, where somebody requested to see more Dunnies. And as I told you guys in every video, I do read the comments. So I'm going to try to sneak a Dunny into every video. So this guy was a 2 and 16, and he has a really funny expression on his face. I don't know what that's all about, but he looks kind of, you know, happy. And it says on the back, cupcake. So that's his tattoo. He's got a funny tattoo. All right, so you know what? Before we clear off everything, let's go ahead and open up one more. So this is the Zoomies, and here's a look at some of the different figures that you can collect in the Zoomies blind box. And for this one, we got, wow, what is this? So we got the gas station can, and it comes with a license plate, and this one's name is Johnson the Happy Pump, and he is free. You do not have to pay for his gas. How awesome is that? And then here's the little package that it comes with. And then here's a look at the brochure that it comes with. Here's all the figures that you can collect. It does have a couple mystery figures. And then here's a look at the back. And voila! So now that we have the table all cleaned off, let's go ahead and see what we have next inside of our surprise egg. So it looks like we have the Marvel Grab Zag bag. So let's see what we get inside of our Grab Zag bag surprise. So looks like we got the Green Goblin. We got another figure. Nice. I'll go ahead and get him out of the package so we can see what he looks like. And here's a look at our Green Goblin, who's holding his little scary pumpkin bomb. And here's a look at the back. This is just such an awesome figure to come out of a little tiny surprise package. We'll go ahead and set him down. Those actually would have been really cool in just blind boxes. But next up, we have the Simpsons Collector's Keyring. And inside of here, we got Maggie. So here's a look at Maggie with her little pacifier. There's a look at the back. Her eyes look a little bit like Disco's in a way. So there's a look at her. And next up, we have another. This one is the Avengers Grab Zag. So it's a little bit different than the other one. And inside of here, we got a skateboard. Wah, wah, wah. So it looks like we got Loki's skateboard. Yeah, it's a nice skateboard, but definitely like the figures out of those a lot more. With some of those packs, you can kind of feel if it's going to be a figure or not, but they have this cardboard in there, so you can't always tell what it's going to be. Next up, we have another Marvel one. So this is going to be the Secret Wars Collector's Keyring. And if I had to pick one, I'd like to either get Thanos or Spider-Man. Let's see who we get. We got Spider-Man. So here's a look at our Spider-Man. He goes well with our Green Goblin figure that we just got. So there's the two. Maybe they can battle it out once the video's over. And then finally, we have way back in the bottom, we have the Serenity Pocket Buddha. So this is one of the smallest blind boxes I've ever seen, but these are some of the different figures that you can collect, and they are little tiny Buddha figures. And for this one, we got the Silver Buddha. So let's see, is he even on the box? I don't even see this one. So this one must be the rare or chaser because he is not on the box. Wow. That's happened to me so many times lately. We've gotten figures that actually aren't on the box that I opened. So there you go. There's the rare Silver Pocket Buddha. Wonder if he's worth anything. Probably not. All right, so back to what you guys probably came here to see. The Outsiders. So let's go ahead and open our fourth Outsiders blind box. And you know, I just now noticed on the inside flaps, they have some pictures, some artwork on there. You don't see that a lot with blind boxes. But let's go ahead and, where's the tear strip? This feels like a big figure, whatever it is. Feels like a big one. Like they barely could fit it inside of here. So it looks like we got the seagull and, or, you know, is it a pelican? Maybe that's a pelican. So, I guess it's a pelican, but there's a look at him, and he's got this little stream of water. So, apparently, he went down in the ocean, grabbed a fish, who then came out of his little hole in his beak there. He's got a Band-Aid covering up the other hole. That's so funny. He's got so many holes coming out of his beak. Poor pelican. And wow, you can actually kind of see inside of his mouth a little bit. That's really cool. I really like that figure. And his name is Pelicant. So that's such a funny name. So I guess because he's got the holes there, no matter how much he tries. So he keeps grabbing fish and they keep getting away. So funny. All right, so next up, you know what? I haven't even shown you guys. I need to show you the box. So the Pelicant, he is a 2 in 24, and the Ba was a 1 in 24, and then the other one, the Rat, was a 2 in 24. Okay, so we haven't gotten like any of the crazy rare chasers or anything like that, at least not yet. And for this one, we got, oh wow. You know, when I saw this one, I was wondering if it would glow in the dark, and it does. So I remember the picture of it, it showed half of them being lit up and the other half not. And I didn't know if he would actually look like that when I pulled him out of the box, but he actually has the material that makes him glow. So I don't know if I can actually show you guys in the camera right here. I guess I can't, but he does glow in the dark. Wow, he is really cool. I was wondering how nice he was going to look when he finally came out of the package, and you know, right there he looks kind of like neon green, but that's what he really looks like. And he's a 1 in 24, so he's a little bit harder to collect than some of the other ones. And then for our final blind box of the day, last item, drum roll please. This one feels kind of small, whatever it is. This one, who'd we get? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do for you guys, since we got this guy already, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one more blind box. We're gonna open one more. So this yet again was Nolly. All right, here we go, final blind box. Even if we get a duplicate, this is gonna be the final one for today's video. And if you do wanna see more of the Outsiders, you gotta hit the subscribe button first. But I'm going to be uploading more of these blind box figures. Oh, we got gripe again. So we got, I did get to show you guys at least 5 different new ones today. But I am gonna be uploading blind box videos with the Outsiders. They will be in every single blind box video I do for at least probably the next 6 or 7. So if you wanna see more of these, make sure to check those out. If you guys want to see a specific blind box or surprise pack here on the channel, just leave me a comment. I do read the comments. This is Zero, and as always, thank you guys for stopping by.
Meow. Meow. Meow.